We've got the next run up and ready for you guys. It's the Grand Tour Games, single episode by DigitalDuck. So, Duck, floor's yours. Off you go.
Hello, I'm DigitalDuck, and as you heard, we're running the Grand Tour game today. Before I go into it, I'll just quickly explain. The Grand Tour game is Amazon's game version of the Grand Tour, which is their TV show version of Top Gear. We had a donation incentive for choice of episode, and it was a tie between two of them, so we're going to go with the Holy Trinity because it's shorter. The way this works is that we have episodes from the actual TV show, most of them preserved in-game, and then you watch through them, and when there's a part where the characters drive or race, we do the driving instead. Now these video segments also serve to hide loading screens, but once the game's loaded we can fast forward through them because we don't want copyright, and also this is a speedrun. So we're going to jump straight into our friendly little race. I've missed the power-ups. So in a couple of races you do have power-ups, but they're very rare and not really the point of the game.
Very, very quickly here.
I think it's just there for some multiplayer stuff mostly.
Yes,
the game's fairly arcadey, so you can. I'm missing the road there. You can do drifts on a button. I can't talk and drive at the same time. You can do drifts but just by pressing the X button and steering. It's a little bit of a like Ridge Racer feel, but also not especially. So we're going to be driving a few different cars in this episode, but we're not going to be driving on very many tracks because the tracks do get reused quite a lot. So they look very nice. A lot of the environments are really well done. There's quite a shortage of them. Let me skip past the trio talking. Okay, so we're kicking off with the McLaren P1. This is a pretty fun car to drive. It's very slidey.
Hello, mate. Hello. Calm down.
So we do have a medal system in place. So the better you do, the better a medal you get. In order to complete the episode, we don't have to get golds in everything. I will try to get golds in most scenes, but all that's important is that we actually finish the races. And in some races, it will be possible to get the toilet flush rank, which is where you do so badly that the game decides not to give you a medal. And we're going to count that as a lost condition. So if we do so badly that we get toilet, that's a retry. That shouldn't happen. I can't.
Oh, dearie me. Oh,
Okay.
hell.
So, as I was saying before, this is what you're essentially seeing here is you're seeing a condensed version of one episode of the Grand Tour. As soon as it lets me skip, we're going to. You get to see some nice McLaren form there, but that's gone now. We're in the Porsche 918 Spider, I believe.
Good.
And for this one, we have to drift a certain amount. If we don't reach the bronze level, you get the toilet flush.
Brutality or the
Again, we don't want that.
of the McLaren.
Your drifts do not count while you're
Because
off-road,
it has rear wheel steering and four-wheel drive, it feels
so you have to do your drifts on the track.
wanted, it feels secure and safe.
Other than that, we can
And
take
that
a few
gives you the
shortcuts,
confidence
because we also want to finish as quickly as possible. I'll try and get a gold medal again, as I say, just by doing some nice long drifts.
Come on, yeah, look at this.
As I say, very arcadey game, but it's quite fun to play.
Really?
It's a shame that there's not enough content as far as environments go, because you've seen me race around this track once. You're going to see it another 7 times, I believe. So I hope you've memorised it. So, same track again. This time, McLaren P1. And we have to do a clean lap. A clean lap. If we go off the track,
Right.
we get a scare from Hammond there. So that's my gold medal already out,
Everything you've got.
and I may or may not have done that deliberately to show it off. Right, let's do it again. As I say, if I go off the track more than 7 times, I'll get the toilet flush, and that's a fail. But other than that, I just have to do a clean race. Occasionally you will get voice clips from the presenters themselves. In some scenes, they are scripted, so you'll get certain clips at certain points of the track.
Come on, come on, come on.
When we have races between different tracks, different presenters, you can actually get text messages come through from the different presenters trying to distract themselves. Not or distract each other, rather. And some of them are quite funny. Right, the final car of the 3 is the Ferrari LaFerrari. This is the fastest one in terms of general track stuff. The gets the fastest lap times in.
Yes!
So when I get to choose which one I drive in just a second, we'll be picking this one again. The whole point of this fizz mechanic here is you have to drive fast and stay on the road for long enough to build the meter up. If you have a crash, it will instantly reset to 0. If you're going slow or you're off-road, it'll go down.
Quite a complicated one. Yes!
You can think of it as like a boost meter in other games, where you have to do stuff like drift to boost. But this one fills up just by going fast as well.
This is a piece of cake.
Oh, can we get it to 7? Get it to 7? There we go, 7.
Yeah!
We only needed 5. The gold. In fact, we only needed 1 to pass.
Will absolutely mince the other two. Oh man!
James was.
Here we go!
This is incredibly arcadey.
Holy Trinity.
And to be honest, it's for its credit. the last thing you want is to try and be realistic with a game that's mostly aimed at fans of a TV show.
This will give me a chance.
And I just got an achievement. That's interesting.
Forward. Yes, 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 yes.
Here's the text I was talking about
that
here.
is brilliant. Oh, yeah.
Go away, Jeremy. I don't want to see the video of your colonoscopy.
Yes, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes. What on earth?
So yeah, the other presenters will send texts to you to try and distract you. Because you've beaten them in a race.
Here comes a really dangerous end.
I'd like to say I'm sorry, but really this is a punishment for your own greed and failure.
Unfortunately, we won't get to see any of James May's quips because we're playing as him.
Oh, I shouldn't feel so good, but it does.
Driving is a series of quick decisions, and yours consistently wrong.
Holy crap!
And it's the story of my life. Oh, that's a crash.
Oh my word! This way, this way, this way, this way.
So yeah, if you hit a wall too quickly, too hard, you will actually hard crash, and the game will have to reset you like that.
Easy.
Usually I don't do that. The text can be quite distracting though.
I'm winning.
At least I'm going to blame the text. It's not really the text's fault, it's me not paying attention.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so that's 5 laps of that track done so far. We've got another 3 to go.
Get a bloody move on. Before we ended up in a £3 million. Let's make the first test a
drag race using electrical power.
Petrol engines. We shut them down.
Drag races are slightly different here.
3,
You have to
2, 1. Begin.
you have to make sure your revs are in the perfect area when you start the race, and then you just hold the accelerator. You can steer, but that only slows you down. And we get to see a disappointed Jezza.
Who won that? It was me, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it's not important though, is it?
Is it not?
No, it's just not relevant.
Right, right. In a drag race, it's irrelevant which car gets there first.
Yeah, yours is the better milk float.
Let's do this.
Back in the pits.
Get a bloody move on.
I like how that
Can't drive the Ferrari on
that loading time is just enough to get that little
Soon,
exchange in there.
I were enjoying.
Here we go.
Right, so we're back in the Porsche.
We're off.
We have to finish ahead of Jeremy to not fail.
Sorry.
The further ahead we are, the better medal we get. We shouldn't have any problems getting gold here. But then I'm also
my God.
quite good at crashing. Especially when I'm playing as Hammond.
Watch this. Yeah! go, go, go. Now this bit is really scary. Oh no.
Okay. So, because this is the pilot episode as well, we've also got to introduce the track that the Grand Tour is known for. Because they can't use the Top Gear test track, especially not now. It's not there anymore.
You're all right.
But Amazon don't have the rights to that track,
Tell everyone about our track.
so they built a new track
It even looks
based on the Ebola virus,
way.
and they called it the Ebola Drone.
Take it away.
So here we've got another Ferrari.
First up, it's the isn't straight, so called because it isn't straight.
This is the don't worry about that.
After the second right on the isn't
I don't know which
straight,
Ferrari
we're
this is.
into your name here corner.
Someone else will have to help me with this. I don't know which Ferrari this is.
If you make a mistake, there's no runoff area. It's just woods. We've called this section Old Lady's House because it's right next to a house where an old lady lives. Get this 90 left right, or you'll crash into a cage full of electricity. And you'll need to get the final 90 left right as well, or you'll run into a field of
Okay, that
sheep.
was a bad track, but we got through it. Okay.
Trees, animals, a house, electricity. And because it's in England... you
458.
can't
That's
go
right.
with-
I was going to say that. Honest.
There we go!
And then we have the BMW
This
M3?
isn't as fast
M2 or
in a
M3?
straight
One of the
line
two.
as an M3, but everywhere else, it is better.
I suppose if I could actually read what it says on the back.
It feels less
Help.
heavy, less cumbersome.
But yes, we're doing the Ebola drone for the second time, and I forgot that we actually have to do drifts. So we need to go ahead and do some more of that.
I got back onto the isn't and unleashed 365 rampaging horsepowers from the turbocharged 3-litre straight 6.
Here we go. Speed up again now. I am a horse of a
Well, easy goal.
It is quite scary through here.
Across the line. It said M2 in the subtitles. Well, there we go.
Designed to trip cars up.
You guys are clearly paying more attention to the game than I am.
Corners. Drifty corners.
Test at the Ebola drone. We'll do a
It's an M2.
Is the American.
Right, there he is, looking utterly bewildered.
So the American is the Grand Tour's equivalent of the Stig in the first series.
By a skitter of a wheel spin, and immediately he's onto the
It
isn't
was their
straight.
attempts to have an interesting character as a driver. It didn't work too well. Instead, after the first series, they replaced him with
Through the final corner on the isn't straight.
professional
Into your name here.
Abby. Forget her last name. The different racing driver who went down a bit better.
Okay, coming up to Old Lady's house.
Hit
No
the brakes
turbo
far too
lag
hard for that
at
corner.
all. As he hammers down the bumpy back straight towards
Basically, just walked
substation.
around it.
One more 90 left to go through field of sheep.
There we go. So going off road is not actually that big an issue here.
And right, amazing. Now, to make time to, that wasn't on
is where we have the leaderboard, which again is absolutely not in any way similar to anything that Top Gear did. We promise, honest. Please don't sue.
Being honest, the whole show was just Top Gear on Amazon, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Let's be honest.
Of course it was.
There wasn't really any difference between this and Top Gear. It was just a case of the original 3 went to Amazon, got their own show. Ta-da!
Yeah, but again, they had to change like the tiny details just to avoid like any lawsuits from the BBC. So that was a blink and you miss it drag race, because the Ferrari has incredible acceleration compared to the other two here. At least in this game. I've never driven any of them in real life, so I can't say if that's true. But we're back to our favourite track. When I say our favourite track, it's the one we've already done 5 laps of. We're here to do another 3. This is a speed trap situation. There are 3 cameras along the track, and you have to hit an average speed across all 3. In this particular stage, it's 130 for the gold. We only need 110 to pass, and we're going to get in the region of 140 plus. And after the 3rd camera, there's literally nothing else you need to do except get to the end. If it wasn't for the fact that we were doing a speed run, we could just park up and go have a drink or something and then come back to it. Because the game doesn't put a time limit on you.
Thank you very much, James. You want to go and get a cup of tea?
Well, we've warmed the track. Next, it was the turn of the Porsche.
But same again.
Much.
Literally exactly the same thing again, but this time in a different car. And if you've played through the game in general, this is a very common theme for the episodes, because it's the format the show uses. And it makes sense in the show, it makes less sense in the game. In the show, you know, it's exciting. You want to see which car's the fastest. You see them go around the track. You get some banter between the hosts. That's all good. In the game, they're just doing the same thing over and over again. But I do really like the idea behind this. The fact that they decided, let's take the TV show and let's just make all of the car bits playable. And I think if done better, with more variety, it can be like I think possibly even the future of shows like this.
Finally,
I think if you do it properly, it's really
the trickiest, the edgiest of the 3.
I don't know.
Get a bloody move on.
I'm trying to fill time here. We're on the last race, so if anyone's ready on time, we've got 1 lap to do, and it's in the incredibly uncontrollable McLaren. I should also point out in the scene just before this that we skipped, Clarkson says that if this is not the fastest car, the other 2 can knock his house down. So are we going to save Jeremy's house or not?
I'll put my money on no.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately,
I've seen the episode,
you've
so
seen,
I'm kind of spoiling it a little bit.
You've seen the episode, and also we can't actually, even if we were fastest in this car, which we're not, but even if we were, it wouldn't change the episode. Unfortunately, it's not interactive in that way. That would be an
exactly.
It would be an interesting avenue to go down, but it's not.
It's like the next episode. It's like take turns knocking Jeremy's house down.
Yeah.
Not blowing it up. That'll make for an interesting side game.
Yeah, they should definitely do that. Anyway, we're about to hit time, and that is time.
Just gotta wait for it to catch up.
Yep, I'm going to skip through most of it. Well, what I will stop at is here. McLaren P1 is slowest. There we go. You get the results. And there goes Jeremy's house. Unfortunately, you don't see it in this episode. They saved that for a future episode, which we're not doing. I don't think it's even in this game, because there's only select episodes from the first 2 seasons. But they have got the complete 3rd season in there.
Also, just missed that one actually. Just give me a second. Yep, so it was about a 24-27, but I've split a bit late, so it was 24-30 unfortunately, but say 24-27.
That's pretty good. I have done under 24 in practice for this episode, but that's still good. Anything in the 24 region is good.
Yeah, like so about 24-27 roughly was the time in the end. Yeah, I just want to quickly say thank you to those that did donate for the bidding war for this one as well. We did actually manage to raise $35 in donations for this. So thank you to those that did donate and put them towards picking the episode. And hopefully you enjoyed it. If you want to see some more of Duck's speedruns, I'll let you head over to his channel. It's DigitalDuck. But just from our side of things, thank you, Duck, for running in McRaeathon. And coming up next, we have Gran Turismo 1 for the PlayStation 1, Any Percent by Joseph. So we're going to go for a quick intermission, and when we come back, we're going to have Gran Turismo. Stand by.